Well, hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of. And today we, of course, are in Medieval Dynasty, my new favorite game. Season 1, Episode 5 today. So, when we left off last time, we were just getting going on building the permanent house up at the lake. I'm on, let's see, I'm on the south side of the lake, if I remember right. And yeah, so we're just kind of get going on there. Completely ill prepared, have nothing stacked away as far as supplies and stuff goes. So it's by the seat of our pants today, if you will. But yeah, that's kind of sort of, you can see the beginning of the hunter's lodge over there. So we're kind of moving forward, but at a reduced pace. Oh, yes, the trees. They bring logs and they bring death. I've been taken out before. I told you about that one widowmaker. It was all hung up, and I went to cut down the tree that it was hung up on, and they were both big maples. And of course, down went the one I cut, and the one I had previously cut come down on my head, and that was the name of that tune. So yeah, as you can see here, we're on the south side of the lake. I'm facing north right now. There's west, there's south, and like that, and like that. And we're just kind of getting going on the build here, pardon me. But I think what I am going to do, so that you're not tripping around in the dark like that, is we'll get a fire going and we'll sleep through till the morning, yeah? Now, can I build one in? No, I can't. I was hoping I could build it inside, but it won't let me do that. So there we go. Sparker Parker. Okay. Do a little snoozoid till the blackbird sings, yeah? Yeah, okay. Got no meat to cook up. Ah, there we are. Morning has broken. Hey, there's a song in there somewhere if you want to get a copyright and try singing it. Okay, so we are going to need a little of this and a little of that. So I'm going to go get some straw, the duckweed. And we'll get past that and have a little drinky poo. Start the day off right here, eh? Good morning, duck. Yeah, but speaking of having a little duck, we'll duck down in here and have a little rinse off. Like that and like that. But yeah, we got to get bits and bobs and bites together. So you come along with me and we'll hobble along together and get through this. But yeah, I want to, once I get the house built, of course, we'll move the wife up here and all that good happy stuff. And pardon me, we still got our main quest we got to do for Unighost there. You can see up in the right top corner there, it gives you your chapters to move the game along. As you complete the chapter quest, it unlocks various buildings and attributes for you and gives you different levels of and all that kind of stuff, right? And then you've got your inner quests, like for in this case Unighost, but all the other little side quests. Hey, can you help me out with this? Can you help me out with that? Could you do this? Just stuff to kind of keep you busy, give or take, right? So yeah, we'll move along with those as we go. Okay, come and see here. There we go. And like that. And fire's still burning. Right on, right on. Okay, now give us my hammer. There it is. Ka-chunk. Get the other end done. Look, there we go. Now, I'm of two minds here. It's early game. I would like very much to go with the advanced roof. But, oh, that is uber expensive on the planks. And right at this particular moment, you see it's 12 planks. I don't have that. That one's 6 planks. And then we got the straw thatch, like we got here, right, with the logs and the straw. But I mean, even at the mid one's 6 planks per section. I mean, there's 24 planks there. The big one is 12 planks. So, 4 times that, of course, right? So there's 48 planks for you. So at this point of the game, unless you've got deep pockets and you want to go buy some, there's no real way short of stealing them that you're going to do that. And the stealing, well, you know how I feel about the stealing, so there's that. But anyway, in between time and in the meantime, we shall get ourselves some straw together. That's another nice thing about the lake. You got access to straw. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough to get you by to do what you got to do. And if you start stockpiling it, season by season, then you're away to the races, ain't you? Okay, now we'll tickle you a little bit with that. There we go. Can I get in there? Yeah, no, these attics, they're a pain. I mean, they're nice and it's all good and everything else, but they're a pain to get at that one little section there. You just got to go beside them, though. There you go. Okay, so carrying on with the outside, and that's the section, of course, that I couldn't really get to because of the attic logs and whatnot. And we'll poke around here. And this should, if I'm not mistaken, finish it off. Yeah, there we go. So she's completed now. I can bring the little misses over. And like that and like that. Now, I've got a little bit of limestone. Not much, but I got enough to make a start. So we'll start insulating now. And hopefully before too long, we'll be able to finish that off and get this house properly insulated. And then, of course, down the road, we'll put on a proper shake roof. The other upside of upgrading these to their max is they don't wear out quite as often, so you're not constantly fixing the thatch roof and like that, because you get a little busy, and having to take the time to do this, that, and the other can kind of get under the old fingernails once in a while, A little bit of an irritant, if you will. But, of course, that being said, I mean, it's all part of the whole dynamic of the game, right? And it does keep you busy, so that's a good thing. Because, I mean, if it was just let's do this and wait for next season, okay, now we'll do this, now let's wait for next season. I mean, that would get old rather quickly, wouldn't you think? I know I would. Alrighty, so we're going to sleep to the next day now, and by then my beautiful wife should be here. And there she is. I am such a lucky guy. Oh, look at that. Looking after me already. I'm a little thirsty. She's going to give me something to drink. Okay. Everything's going great. Like that and like that.
See you soon.
Okay. Nice. So I've, pardon me. Okay, lost my train of thought about the wife. What the heck was it? Oh, right. Once I get the Hunter's Lodge built, because that's the next building the game wants me to build. So once I get that built, then I'll put the wife in there until she has the baby, and then, of course, she won't work for a couple of years. But by then, hopefully we might have a second house up and get a villager in. So I just want to see what I can kind of take with me here. And we'll get you. That'll net me some meat and some feathers. Okay, we'll set you up. Although, now that I think of it, there, we'll harvest this. Not much sense in leaving these set up because I'm not going to be here. And if I leave these here, I don't think I'll be able to replicate them at the new house. So yeah, I think we'll just take these out just to be on the safe side, right? That can go, and see you later. Okay, we'll get rid of the fields. Again, the other side of this is there's no sense leaving these here because otherwise I'm going to be paying tax on a building and garden plots that I don't live in, And there's no real use for leaving this house up right now yet. You're coming with me. Leaving this standing because it's not like I'm going to put villagers there and what have you. I suppose you could, in a pinch, put there, build a fishing shed once you can, and and it'll serve a purpose that way. But it's early game yet, and I'm not really into that. It's too far away. I want to keep everybody close at hand, as it were. And I like the amount of fauna we have around here. We've got a very diverse group. We've got lynx, we've got badger, we've got deer. There's, how did they pronounce it in the game? Wiesel, which would be a bison. Um, Difference between a buffalo and a bison being buffalo stick to the open plains and the rolling hills, the grasslands, if you will, whereas bison are more of a woodland. They like the forest and whatnot. So that's your main difference between a bison and a buffalo. Uh, Genetically speaking, I mean, they're very, very close to being the same animal, with just one little piggy decided to live in the city and the other one's a country mouse, right? That kind of thing. So one likes the bush and one likes the open plains. Kind of a Oklahoma feel, where the wind comes rushing through and successfully rearranges you and your neighbor's house every year, and yet you still build your trailer parks right in the middle of that wind funnel. Never understood that. I mean, you can't even get proper house insurance because of the intensity of the storms and whatnot. And yet, no, I love it here. I'm never leaving. I'm like, okay, fair dinkum, and rightly so. You should be allowed to live wherever you want. I mean, to an extent, whatever blows your hair back, right? Okay, so we're on the move, and I am looking for a vendor, but it's too late in the day, so what I'm going to do is just kind of pass the night here. Good thing I didn't get this complete. Oh, we can only sleep till next season. Okay, this is going to be a chilly night. No walls. Yeah. No sex, no drugs, no women, no wine, no light, no wonder it's dark. Ah, the vapors. Excellent song. There you are, wifey poo. What's going on? Oh, we've got our first
Hello there.
quest. Uh-huh. Yes, and... Okay. Right on. The pregnancy cravings. This should prove interesting, to say the least. I can see it now. What do you want to bet? She's going to send me on this chase to go get this, that, and the other, and when I get back, she'll have changed her mind. Having been through this in real life, there's nothing like the missus waking you up at 2 in the morning because she needs her baby gherkins and dill and all that kind of stuff, a pickle sandwich or what have you, and you don't have any in the house because at 11 o'clock she ate the last of them. Yeah. Oh, my. Off to the 7-Eleven we go. Back in those days, you could. I lived in a town where I had a 7-Eleven. It was like literally, I don't know, 5 blocks away or whatever. So I spent a lot of time there. Okay, so as you can see, it's next day and like that. And we're in the winter wonderland now. This is just such a pretty scape. They've done really, really well. Like, they nailed it in this game. They truly did. And kudos to the creators. They really did a good job on this. Now, I think what I'm going to do here for the now, the fields, they face north, south, east, west. That's the way they're laid out. That never, ever changes. That dynamic stays consistent throughout the entire game. It never changes off that setting. So that gives me the knowledge that I can place my dividers and stuff in a north, south, east, west setting. So what I'm trying to do is I just want to lay down a pathway here, and then I'll have a field on either side of this, right? And I may eventually turn this strip into an orchard here. I've got, I think, 11 apple tree saplings right now. I think something like that, 10 or 11. So I'm thinking I might put them between the field here. Um, I'll have to see, because once I place the fields on either side of the path, I don't know that I'm going to have room enough to convert that over to an orchard. I think the orchard is slightly wider than what the path might be. So I'll put in one field, then take out the path, and then I think I'll place the orchard. That way I can kind of skew it off to the side just a bit, and then lay the second field down. I think that's the approach we should probably take. What do we got for vendors here? Oy vey. Okay, it's winter and she wants me to get berries. I mean, come on. All right, you got berries, right? Tell me you got berries. Excuse me? Hello?
Greetings, stranger.
There
Whatever
you
you
are.
need, I've got
Oh,
it.
we do. And we don't, because it's not enough. But we got some, so what are we going to be here? Okay, I'll get what I can from you. And then I guess we're off on the quest for the elusive berries
Have a good day.
in the middle of winter. Oh my, yeah, we're just, what are we, 7 shy there? Alrighty, so off we go over hill and dale. The things I do for the woman I love. Oh my. Oh, the sacrifice. Oh. Right. Okay. So keeping on here. Nice. It is just so beautiful. Okay. Sneak-ins. Keeping an eye for predators and all that happy crappy stuff. Aha. We have civilization. Okay. Now who's got what I want?
It was
I'm
nice
guessing
seeing you.
nobody. Nope, nope, and nope. All right, went to all 3 vendors in the town. Wrong kind of vendors, you know. Oh, look at that. Somebody built a snowman. Nice. Right on. You see, it's little things like that that they put in the game that just makes me smile. Okay, quietly now. Oh, schmutz, fired too soon. Went right under his belly. Okay, we got him. Good. Oh, my. Oh, yeah, you can see the arrow in the snow there just up in the left corner. Right under his belly. Okay, now, gently, quietly. Okay. Oh, schmutz, I done it again. Okay, I got buck fever here. Settle down, Nigel. Oh, schmutz. Oh, schmutz. Oh, schmutz. Oh, schmutz. Oh, schmutz. Turn. Oh, gee, okay, we got him. Whew. Alrighty then. That did not quite go the way I was hoping. We took a bit of damage there. My health is had a nice little bite out of it there. But, well, it went better than I expected there because, well, we survived. Okay, now, can we pull this off? Oh, he's coming right towards me, too. Son of a gun. Right ahead. Oh, okay. Nope. Let's go. All right. Ah, right. Bleed out. You saw the blood coming out there when the arrow hit. Cool. So we can do this. We just got to do it correctly. Not like the first one. All right. Get you dressed. And like that. And we shall continue on our little quest for. And wolves, and we know how to deal with them. Schmutz, I only got a stone axe, damn it. Oh, that doesn't do nearly enough. Okay, yeah, they got a couple of bites out of me. But again, we survived. And we got a free wabbit. I want my horse in the pfeffer. Good old Bugs Bunny. Yep, my introduction to classical music came from Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny with Wagner's Flight of the Valkyrie, and Elmer up there, kill the rabbit, kill the wabbit. Yeah, good old Saturday morning cartoons. As violent as they possibly could be. I loved it. And the the hidden innuendo and whatnot that was in there, the underlying connotations that they had at the time, because it was pretty much when they were
How is
coming
life
out, you know.
treating you?
Oh, do you have what I want? Do you have what?
Whatever you need, I'll get it.
Yes. Okay. Yes, we got the berries. Yeah, back then it was, better dead than red, because the communist
Have a good
fear,
day.
and, the fear towards the Japanese because of the war situation at the time and whatnot. So the Bugs Bunny cartoons, if you watch them as an adult, you see the bias and you see the underlying connotations of what they're trying to say. You know, the cartoon itself is simply a metaphor for for North America's feeling towards what was going on at the time, right? So way deeper than you're watching it Saturday morning as a kid, and it's freaking hilarious. He smacks him on the head, gives him a little rattle, whatever, ho-de-do, it's funny as hell. But if you watch and you listen as an adult, the commentary and stuff, way different, man. Okay, so we've made it home again. Hopefully she hasn't changed her mind. I could just see it. This is going to be it. Oh, no, sorry, the moment passed. Oh, no, cool. Food! Yeah, this is pretty real. Oh, family, yeah. But that's what we are, aren't we? Nice. So she's coming around. She's warming up because she's been hard done by. You can tell when you met her. She come from the streets and stuff like that, right? Came from the cities, as it were. So you know she's had a bit of hard times, right? So to see her warm up to me like this and to take to motherhood, that's cool. I like that. Gives you hope for the future, don't you know? Alrighty, look at this escape. What a beautiful day, man. Yeah. So I'm going to try over on the east side. Yeah, here on the east side of this, I'm going to put in my hunter's lodge, and like that. But I don't want to take too much of the timber anymore towards the east. I'm going to have to go further south and to the west where those timbers are, because I don't want to kill off the animals and then have them not respawn in that area, right? Because once you start cutting down and building, then the animals, of course, in that area, they don't respawn in that area because you're there. I mean, why would they, right? So yeah, I think what I'm going to do there is I'm going to kind of stick to the west and the south. There's good stands of timber over that way, and that way the forest on this side is much closer to hand for my hunters, which in this case is going to be my wife once I get the hunter's lodge up and running, and then she can do that until she has our baby, and then of course she'll be off for 2 years. What are you up to? Playful. Oh yes, I see. Yes, I missed that one. Oh yeah. These cats, they're just. Hey dude, look here. You missed this one, bud. Stupid humans. They'll peel me a grape. So yeah. Now where was I as I meander and wander and babble on here? Babylon. So yeah, she will be my hunter until she has the baby, and like I say, as soon as they have babies in here, then for the next 2 years they're at home with the baby, and rightly so. But by then, hopefully, I will have a second structure up, and I will be able to bring in a villager or two by then, and like that. Yeah, I think that's going to be all right, A little bit of the all right, a wee little bit of the all right, laddie. Okay, now, just boot over here, bear with me. Take out a few of these. I'm going to go from here as far over as the hunting lodge, like where that little tipped over wagon is on the trail. Kind of about that much, and then down to the lake. So that'll clear a small area around my cabin, and at the same time, I won't be infringing too much on the forest to the east of me, right? There we go. And then I'll pull these stumps. See, the thing is, and I don't know if I mentioned it before, but in felling the trees, if you leave the stumps, then the trees will eventually grow back. I think it takes, 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I think it takes about 2 years for them to come back. Whereas if you take a shovel and remove the stump, then of course, you're clearing the land like you would for, opening up a forest for your fields, of course, and all that kind of stuff there. So, yeah, so they will grow back. You come here and yoink, and you come here. All right, yeah. So yeah, like I say, this will open up the area on this side of the road or the pathway or whatever, and it'll give us room for other buildings and like that. I was watching a couple of YouTube videos, and I seen a neat little trick for clearing. You know how you got all the rocks and big shrubs and weeds and, lots of clutter and kind of rough looking there. If you go in and you put trails in, and you put them side by each, and then you remove those trails after you have them in, what happens is it's taken away all of like the detritus and what you don't want, and what comes back apparently is the nice short green kind of foliage, right? So I'm going to give that a try around the cabin and see how that turns out. And of course you guys will be there with me, so we'll find out together, like that and like that. Okay, so we need more stuff. Send more supplies, man. I think maybe a path. Right. Yeah, in between them two trees, maybe. Oh, pardon me. Coffee's trying to crawl back out here. Dag nibbit. Okay, over this way a little bit. And there we go. So cool. Things is coming along. So now we've got to finish off the Hunter's Lodge and get our fields going next. We'll get them in before time passes too much more. And like that. But yeah, I think we've probably covered about as much as we can today without making it too long and too boring for you. I hope it wasn't boring for you. Oh, excuse me just a second, guys. Oh. Oh, wow, pardon me. I'm sorry, I got a bit of an airlock. That little pain you get just kind of right at the bottom of your ribs. Yeah, I don't know. I got a little air bubble or something in there, and it's just burning. Oh, one moment, please. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, that's better. Okay, that was uncomfortable to say the least. But anyway, I'm nattering. Enough about me. I think that for the now, peeps, we're going to leave it here. So brightest blessings, love and light. And do me a favor. Go tell somebody you love them, yeah? Make their day better. Hey, it's free. Okay, bye for now.